historically in California, some of the homes weren't so spectacular in the past, whereas and a lot of families have very real kind of nightmare stories of receiving calls at 3 o'clock in the morning saying, you need to come and pick up your son and you can't live here anymore. So people were afraid that what if the first place you propose doesn't work out, then what do I do?
Here we have this unique opportunity, this unique ability to fund homes that will remain forever for DD. This is a resource that we have built that has a capacity to last forever, which is incredible. And we now have, together with West Bay, approximately 30 of those facilities.
So we make that initial investment up front to make sure that this home will be, really a great home for someone throughout their life.
When Agnews Developmental Center closed and Golden Gate Regional Center, when we first probably started talking about closure, there were maybe 70 people at Agnews Developmental Center that were part of Golden Gate Regional Center. And I'm proud to say that only one person actually didn't move into the community.
One of the things we really focus on at West Bay Housing is retention rates. So people come in, but who stay? And in most of our programs, we average about 96% retention rates.
So how is this place better than your old place? Is it bigger or smaller?
That bigger here.
It's bigger here?
Yeah.
What about the appliances and stuff? Are they newer?
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
I have my own microwave.
In general, we have a lot of success stories, and we have folks who will come to a visit and just say, I'm not going back.
Yeah, I love it. It's nice and quiet, and the people are really nice too.
Once they step through the doors and they get introduced to some of the providers who are working in this field, and they can capture what services can be provided, then they can have they can make a good decision. And that apprehension won't be about the unknown, but they actually have facts to balance it out.
Regional centers and other support agencies come in and wrap around a support circle, the people we serve, and really help them sort of live the most independent, productive lives in the community.
A lot of it is, I would say, learned helplessness, whereas they are so dependent on people helping them on so many different levels that they never had a chance to learn how to do it on their own. So I think that's what we do here. We give them what they need in the beginning, and we slowly back off and let them do it on their own.
We have clients too who have friends outside of this home that they come by. We have a client who has a girlfriend down in San Jose who comes by, and we bring him down there to his girlfriend's house as well.
Knowing them very closely and monitoring them, on a daily basis, I easily can interpret what they're trying to communicate non-verbally to me and to the staff.
At this point in time, the client wants to get staff's attention. They're right there, and that response is right there, so they know they can get a response from the staff immediately when they need to.
There's been essentially zero turnover in the staff here, so there's been that consistency, and so the clients are comfortable, the staff are very comfortable, so everybody's really anticipating everyone's needs, and it's worked very, very well.
We don't want our folks to move, ever. We feel when it's your home, it's your home. If something changes, if your service needs sort of exceed what we've provided, we'll get another service provider.
All the clients have a future with them. If they don't need help right now at all, they keep track of it in case there could be a change.
We don't walk away at that point. We very much have an ongoing relationship. We're always there, and we're always checking in. As people age in place, people's needs change. So we may have got you into an apartment when you were a little younger, but hey, you want to look for a different community living solution.
Now we have the resources to do it. So now they can be given a chance to have a new lifestyle.
You put the other sort of shoe on and realize, well, if I go out into the community, my neighbors might not be as accepting of me. Not in my backyard. Just like families sort of have a fear and apprehension of moving into the community, some folks who live in the community also share different sort of fears and apprehension of folks who were living in an institution now being let out into our communities, and you know, our property value is going to go down, you know, is the number one concern I hear out there. Or what's going to happen if we have small kids? It's a dangerous situation.
I understand that there are folks out there who are either impartial or afraid of the unknown.
We get a lot of looks, you know, people look twice, they'll do a double take, and they see a group of us walking.
Only when I moved here, couple people weren't sure how they were not sure how they should act. But after a couple of days after they got to know me, they were okay.
I think in America, every experience comes down to the personal, you know, application.
Some people want to get to know you, but they don't know how to approach you, because they stay around you, but they don't know what to say.
After a while, I feel people really start to come around and just accept them like they would anybody else.
And I would say about 95% of our interaction, or maybe even 98% of our interaction out there in the community has been of a positive one.
But no matter how much talking we do, no matter how many shiny brochures we have, it comes down to we don't do the work. The resident eventually convinces the neighborhood that they were the best thing to happen to the neighborhood. And the thing I love about what we do is once you get in there, what sort of barriers you had at the beginning go away immediately. When they meet, oh wow, this is an individual with developmental disabilities. All the things I thought actually aren't true. And you know, that's really one of the best rewarding parts of my job, is seeing people's sort of barriers come down, seeing the myths sort of deconstructed. You know, that's the best thing we do at West Bay Housing.
And I really, like so many people, I think really was not aware of the developmentally disabled population. And it was only until I started working with this group of people that I began to realize that these are people you really probably don't notice too much.
Most of us walk around every day, as myself before I came to work at Golden Gate Regional Center, and say, well, I don't know anything about these people, what's the big deal? But once you get, if you had a child or a relative, it is a big deal.
We've known the families for a very long time, and they're absolutely thrilled with, you know, the changes that they see in their loved one, and knowing that, and the comfort that the families feel, you know, knowing that they feel like the needs of their loved one are being met.
I couldn't ask for a better support from parents than what we have right now.
I have seen her grow to this now, which is so different. Seeing her the way she is and knowing what it was like before, and seeing those other people, since we've been back to visit other friends and stuff, seeing these people, it is a flashback of what Stephanie was like, and it just scares me. It really does.
You know, we see some of the progress that from when they first come out of like a developmental center to months later, and there's a lot of change where they are starting to request certain trips, like they want to go to the park or they want to go out more, van riding. That's really impressive to see. And
to see the clients get out and get exposed to new things, just to see their facial expressions the first time they go into the mall, the first time they go to the park, even when maybe the first time they get food that they didn't get in the program, or at the facilities.
I can't say that they're coming out of their shell, but they're getting more opportunities too.
I've only been here for a year, and I've seen huge changes in clients where they seem happier, and they have so many more choices.
Is this the first time you've lived on your own?
Mm-hmm, and I like it.
Yeah?
Nice and peaceful.
Feel good to you myself.
With the one client we had here, he's definitely not afraid to communicate now a lot more. He does a lot more talking, because it's not really talking what society would call talking, but it's more grunts and stuff like that. He's more willing to do that and go up to people and do it.
At first, I'm gonna be honest, when I first started working with the clients, it was really, I thought they needed more help than they actually did. And so it took me a while to realize that they didn't want help.
Our clients will tell us where they eventually want to go. and it's going to be their choice how they want to lead their lives, and that's to me is the most important thing.
You will see a big smile on each of their faces. Like, I know I'm home. This is my home. I'm glad I'm home. I can rest.
This isn't something that sort of happened overnight. You know, folks have sort of been living with this theology for a while of, you know, institutional settings are the best places. So, you know, I don't feel necessarily that they're wrong, and I don't necessarily feel like institutional settings are really bad places. I just think now, with evolution of services and evolution of housing, we can provide great solutions in the community.
So the point of this is to offer everybody an opportunity for success. Better for them to try to succeed at that and find out that it's not possible, because the option is they can always go back to the developmental center. But they need the opportunity, they deserve an opportunity to try to have a less restricted lifestyle.
Both sides want to do what's best for the client, and right now we're just doing it with what we have, and it's working for folks.
You know, folks who with disabilities in institutions deserve a right to be in the community, and the community has a right, and really, bottom line, will benefit from, you know, being a community of diverse people.
People need to look at persons with disability in a positive way, in that, and see them as persons who, with the right supports, can live more independent lives.
You know, we all live with support, no matter who we are, and this is no different. It's a different variation of this in the community.
I mean, it's the best situation you could have, and it's more appropriate in today's environment.
We tell our story, we let people know great change is happening in the community, and agencies who are charged to do this definitely need to continue to do the work we're doing and continue to show people that yes, we can create great assets for your family to live long, enjoyable lives in the community.